Hello, I was told to make a video doing ETA with Valkyr because apparently she sucks and is unsurvivable. Anyways, I was told not to go ham on survivability, so I just have a standard Umbral set with adaptation, Arcane Grace for some healing, Arcane Bellicose for some extra strength. Won't be getting the full effect out of Arcane Bellicose because for one, I am not at max level, so I have lower health, but I just formed her and I don't feel like leveling her. And two, I couldn't do a full build. I have two Umbral or two Archon shards bolted on Tal just for comfort. I literally just took a build off of Overframe for her. Anyways, we're gonna go into ETA. And just do whatever ETA stuff is available. Also, say hi to my friends, Rafi. We're just gonna talk about Yu-Gi-Oh in the background because, you know, why not?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarafi, and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we're going to be talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! While Crow plays Warframe for no reason. Anyway, Crow. Let's see here. I'm trying to come up with like three other categories. Okay, so for Double Jeopardy, I have before and after because before and after seems to go really well for some reason. I like every other Jeopardy game that I've watched, like everyone sucks at it, but for some reason, all the gurus are like masters of this. It's been
Yeah,
really fun. And then
I.
Fusion Friend,
Mhm.
just fusions. I need three more categories.
Um, you know what's really niche that people would love?
What?
Level up cards.
Ooh. Uh,
Like, like
yeah,
the old
very
ones,
kind of
not the
different from
new Armed
Spirit.
Dragon stuff. Like, oh, oops, I am in multiplayer. Let me go out of multiplayer because then other people will say I'm cheating with other people.
You got to play that game with the dinosaurs that you kill with your katana.
Exoprimal, man, I need
Yeah.
to get back into that. It's kind of died though. It's fun.
I know you told me that it died, but you can revive it with your YouTube channel. It's free.
Yeah, I'll be a Exoprimal YouTuber. I'm sure everyone's gonna be watching that.
Since they would have to pay $60 to play it, I'm sure they would actually.
um, I mean, like, I'm surprised Capcom didn't do any kind of Exoprimal event with the release of Monster Hunter Wilds. Actually,
That's weird, yeah. Like slaughtering dinosaurs. That's all you do in Monster Hunter.
yeah.
You remember how long we were hunting that Anjanath for?
Oh my god, that took forever.
Dude, it was hype though.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
All right, let's see. You're not answering my question. I need three
Wait,
categories.
I said level up monsters. Yeah, well, they're fun.
I told you I can't do that one because I have spirit monsters. I can't do like two different obscure categories.
Uh, God, I don't have her claws out. My melee sucks.
Let's see.
Hey, please hit me harder. So something that's not obscure then.
Yeah, something easy, but that would still be like unique. Like, um, last time I did Last Gasp, it
What
was
about continuous traps?
continuous traps. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Hold on, let's
Because
see.
like they're uncommon, but they're like common enough that you know about them.
Yep.
Or equipped traps, one of the two.
Hmm. All right, got it. All right,
Save
so we got a
that.
continuous trap category. Now we need two more. Let's see. I want to do something like where they have to pick archetypes, but I have to figure out like what I'm going to organize that around. Let's see. Last time it was like I gave like three monsters from the archetype, and they had to pick what the archetype was. So I'll have to do something different this time, I think. also did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Wordle, which actually, like, they did better on that than I thought they would.
Yeah.
They would. When I gave them the level, the type, the attack and defense, and then they had to pick the name, and actually they didn't do too badly with that. Let's see. You were not here last night, so I'm building Triple D,
Oh
and
yeah.
I have found out that you can puppet lock in Triple D, so we're puppet locking.
Oh
Triple D.
no. I'm surprised you
Yeah.
aren't Cali locking. I suppose Cali locking specifically, even though it's a triple D card, it's kind of harder to do it in there, huh?
Kind of harder to do it. You can do
Yeah.
it, certainly. But why would you Cali lock when you can puppet lock?
Yeah.
So the thing is, here's the thing. Triple D has one card. Triple D Vice Requiem. Triple D Vice King Requiem, and it
Mhm.
says you cannot special summon monsters except Triple D monsters.
Yeah.
So and with the new Count Surveyor card that was added, Triple D has an easier time making rank 8s than they ever have had. So you just go before you hit 4 summons, you go into Gimmick Puppet Fantasix, rank it up into Fanatics, and then just from your graveyard you use the level 4 to mill it, and then just from your graveyard you just give them Requiem. And not only does that, first of all, it shuts off Nibiru because they're now locked.
Oh yeah.
Secondly, it prevents them from using Imperm and Evenly Matched.
That's just evil, man.
I know, it's fantastic. And then you just keep doing your Triple D combo. Because Triple D doesn't actually lock itself until you summon Genghis. So as long as you can do this before you summon Genghis, you can just keep playing the game.
Dude, that's so mean.
I know, it's great. Look. If Brandon can do it, Brandon is still... Sanctifier is still at unlimited. So if Brandon can do it, then I'm going to do it in Triple D. I don't give a shit.
I can't believe they just haven't banned that card.
I know, right? Isn't Albion banned in the TCG? I'm pretty sure it's banned.
Well, no, the puppet card.
Oh, Gimmick Puppet Night. I think they did ban Gimmick Puppet Nightmare.
Because like, why would he even?
Yeah, Nightmare is banned. So when I say puppet lock, I'm just saying that gimmick, like I'm using gimmick puppets to lock somebody.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay,
you know,
okay.
The actual puppet lock. So it's a reverse, right? Before
Yeah.
it was you summoned a gimmick puppet to lock people. Now it's I'm using gimmick puppets to summon something else to lock them because they gave gimmick puppets the ability to do this because people were doing it with so much. But no, Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, which is the card that people actually use to lock people, has been banned in Master Duel.
Okay.
And in the TCG.
Because that was just stupid.
Yes, it was. And Sanctifier is banned in the TCG, I'm pretty sure. Thought it was. Hold on.
Okay. Also, to anyone watching this, do not take Blind Rage if you don't have enough energy. As you can see, I'm just shredding through my energy anytime I go into Hysteria.
Nope.
This
Albion
is not
still unlimited in the TCG. Nonsense. Ban it. Oh my god, this card's so stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Giving your opponent cards should be the hardest thing in the world. It should not be this easy.
Meanwhile, me with my 7 Sorcerers build on Blackwings to make the fully invincible Armor Master.
Yeah. You do it for cheeky dumb rays. Everyone else does it.
I'm surprised they brought back Summon Sorceress. Even eroded.
I can't even see your screen.
Oh yeah, here I could share
Look,
it.
I'm making a Jeopardy game.
Well, you know, I already started it, so you know.
Sure, whatever. Hold on, my thing.
Having zero trouble surviving, so like, you know, that's a thing, I guess. Main thing is I can't freaking keep my energy up. So I
Did you
modded
ever
poorly.
build that Blind Second Neospatian deck, by the way?
No, I need to. It should be on my main account.
It's so much fun. You have no idea.
Yeah, I need to give it a try.
You know what else is really good at Blind Second?
Yeah.
Goaty.
The fish?
Yeah,
They seem very much like a going first deck.
they are, but the reason why they're like a going first deck is because they can trigger their effects that are really good on the opponent's turn.
Yeah,
But those effects
exactly.
are also really good when you go second. Like Go to the Deep Beyond is. Oh no, wait, no. Oh, it's only during your opponent's turn. Oh, that's
Yeah, I was
lame.
gonna say, like
Why does it
99%
have that restriction? That's so stupid.
certain.
If this card is synchro summoned during your opponent's turn, you can banish all cards on the field. That's like Konami actively hating on Blind Second for some reason.
The real though, real. Every time we get like a blind
He says
second card,
real as
it's
Konami releases a guy that literally gives him a second.
oh,
Like,
you're the one arguing
the
that's a
last
going
time we got
first deck.
another battle phase in like 2001.
Okay. But
There's only like 3 cards in the game that give you 2 battle phases.
yeah,
One of them is 2022.
well, it was like that one snowman card, right?
Yeah, it was the snowman that pops. There was a snowman that pops Swords of Revealing Light, and then there was like one other card that gave you a second battle phase, and they were like both in the first 2 sets, and then after that they just had to say each battle phase on every other card for the
Yeah,
rest of the.
that's funny.
I know.
Hey, I absolutely, if I was gonna switch up this build, I would add instead of blind rage, I would add transient fortitude because this energy is just not sustainable.
My husband is playing Master Duel on the Switch now, by the way.
Oh, really? That sounds uncomfortable. I can't imagine not having a keyboard and mouse for that. Just does not sound fun.
They need to unban Suliak already. Can can they just unban like all the tier cards? Just give us one meta,
No,
like right before
please, God,
Ryzeo comes
no.
out.
I'm
Right
so
before
tired of
Ryzeo.
tier.
No. Look, Ryzeo, like right before Ryzeo comes out, just like let
No,
tier be
please.
full power
They
for like
were,
one.
and it was awful. You just got
I
to
mean,
it late to the
they were
party.
full power. I'm pretty sure that at least a couple of their cards got released limited.
We don't need them full power.
Dude, they have 4 ban cards. It's absurd how banned they are.
Good, because they deserve it.
Look, look. Maybe they were super powerful when they were released, but the game has caught up in power level. Few other decks are more powerful than tier now.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that heroes could be as powerful as tier.
Oh, hey, that got me up to level 23 on one mission. That's something.
Have you seen anyone play materia actors? Like, apparently materia actors do things, and it's just like a rank 3 deck.
I don't know what it does. I need to look it up.
It literally just looks boring to me.
It does it. Oh, is it telling me?
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
are you gonna try MathNet now that Diameter is going unlimited?
No, God, no.
No?
No,
I feel like Sigma is like the most blind second card ever.
no, I'm good. There's a... Doesn't Circle lock you out of your next battle phase?
No? Hold on one second. Why would
It
it? Why
locks
would
you
it?
into something.
They're literally all about the battle. Hold on one second. MathMech Circular. You can only attack with one monster for the rest of the turn.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So may as well lock you out.
Final Sigma. Like, Final Sigma. If this card in the extra monster zone battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, you need to try Math. You need to see. MathMech is literally like build a board of one guy and beat it. Like it's literally just Cisco Talker, but unaffected.
I mean, I have a MathMech engine in my deck list for my going second uh whatchamacallit, the guys, the AI guys.
Oh, Ignister? You have an
Yeah.
Ignister deck?
Yeah, blind second one, obviously.
I didn't know that.
I made it on one account. I played it for a while. I wasn't really having too fun of a time with it, so. We hope that the mission objective isn't complete the cache, because I really don't care to complete the cache.
Have you played Galaxy Eyes before?
I remember when we got the structure deck for free?
Yeah, I remember when you got the structure deck for free.
Yeah, I fumbled around with that for a while with the one structure deck. It was awful. Highly do not
With one
recommend it.
structure deck, it is awesome. But
Yeah,
if you know what you're doing,
yeah, I probably need to get gold to build me a blind second deck at some point.
it is really good. Like genuinely speaking, especially since you wouldn't think that Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal would be a blind second card, but since it gives you an Omni negate with the transmigration, and then you can activate it from hand as long as you control Tachyon Dragon,
Yeah.
that can be very helpful to you when you're going second.
And I know, like, it's kind of designed as a blind second deck. I really don't know what it does.
Well, you have a guru.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can talk to it.
I could talk to Gold. Speaking of Gold, I still need to make that UA deck.
Yeah, you should definitely talk to Gold. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I know. I've been talking to him for like 4 years. I don't think I've gotten close to dying once, by the way. I don't know, apparently,
I'm
geez.
gonna get even more obscure for the people in your audience. So, how's the gambling going? Like, we changed the 50 to 200.
Oh, people really like that change.
I saw.
Yeah.
How close is Wednesday to getting something else?
She's slowed down in the past few days. She's at like 21,000 last I looked. She's been kind of hovering around 20,000-ish for the past few days.
15, 25,000?
50,000.
Oh, wow. You have 50, the base one is 50,000. I thought Big Spender was 50.
No, that's 100. It's meant to be like a multi-month like grind for it.
Yeah, but so far it's not. It's not been much fun.
I know Vera is going for the Magician Girl role 'cause she wants pink.
Yeah.
That isn't the trap card pink, which everyone tells me is purple, but it's definitely not purple.
I want to play. I saw someone play like pure Metal Morph against me.
Oh, that
And
sounds sick.
I bricked, and that's why they won. But like, they literally beat me with just one Omni negate. But that's because I was playing a terrible deck and I bricked.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of want to try. I know it's gonna be bad.
It was designed as an engine, but like it does look really cool as a deck, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I just realized people are gonna accuse me of like cheating on survivability because like every time I level up, I get all my health back, even though like, you know, I'm not running out of health normally. I I don't know, maybe I should just redo this, but like also that's a lot of effort.
Cheating. Like you didn't change anything about the game.
Yeah, I mean like I could have finished leveling up first, but like, you know, I'm mastery rank 30, I have full build, and you know, it's just too much pain in the ass.
Gotcha.
Plus like this would be totally fine. Even if I was full level.
You know what's a mistake from Konami? They put Astrograft at 3.
Oh my god, yeah, that card never should have came back. Oh my
I
god.
cannot. The ban list is not live yet, but when Astrograft comes back at 3, this is gonna be such a shit show.
Yeah, pendulum decks are gonna be able to combo for freaking years.
Dude, I hate that card so much.
It's
ridiculous.
like, I don't hate pendulums specifically, but like, do they need to take so long on their combos?
Yes. They don't do anything. They literally don't do anything for like the first 8 cards.
I think Endymion is a really cool archetype. I know that's crazy coming from me, but I don't know. I like its gimmick.
Yeah.
It's just when you play an Endymion deck, it doesn't feel like you're playing an Endymion deck, you know?
Bro is over here talking about how much he loves Blind Second, then he says that Scareclaw is boring.
What? I love Scareclaw, don't get me wrong, but like, it's the same combo over and over and over again. It's why I don't play as much Tenpai.
You don't play as much Tenpai because it got banned out.
Well, okay, that too. That doesn't help things. But it's one of the reasons I really like Ancient Gears, because like they have a lot of different avenues you can go to maintain, like, you know, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, um, I have heard that people are playing Allure Queen as an engine because with
Yeah.
Allure Queen, you can search and equip Witch of the Black Forest from your deck, and then when you link it off, you use Witch of the Black Forest to search Max C.
That's hilarious. I haven't seen that one. I've seen the Lord Queen engine. I was considering it playing it Black Wings for a little while, but the fact that you can search Maxi, that's hilarious. I never would have thought about that.
I didn't either. I built a deck where you can play Allure Queen to search Exodia, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's funny. Searching out Exodia, yeah.
Blind Second's masterpiece.
Interesting. I mean, what do you have that you can really do? It's like you really want to. I don't know. It's more of like a floodgatey deck.
Yeah. You simply play 800 floodgates, and then your opponent loses.
Really, that's kind of the way of the deck.
Oh, you want to know the least Blind Second deck that's come out though is Argo Stars. I am getting sick of that deck.
Is it? I have no idea what it does still.
So okay, so Argo Stars, the field spell is really stupid.
Okay.
Okay, you remember how you saw that guy playing like Nebula Neos, and he kept summoning Nebula Neos and negating all the opponent's cards and then drawing like 40 cards?
Yeah.
The field spell for Argo Stars is basically the same thing. It is whenever a continuous trap effect activates in the in your monster zone, while you have a banished Argo Star monster, you can negate one of your opponent's cards without targeting.
Mm-hmm. I know there's this RPG right here. To anyone watching still, I'm not worried about the RPG. People just accuse me of freaking, oh, you're not playing Valkyr because you're not melee, something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm actually dropped below 1,000 health. And we're back at full.
You can talk about Dogmatica.
Oh yeah, Dogmatica's fun. Blind Second Dogmatica. You play it more as like a mid-range deck, but use it to break your opponent's board during your turn and then kind of OTK on turn 4.
This has not been helpful to my Jeopardy game at all.
No, did you do the continuous trap category?
I mean, I created it. I haven't entered a single question yet.
What about equip traps?
Let's see. Okay, and then.
What about cards with no effects on field?
No effects on field? What do you mean?
So there is an Ojama card that specifically has like no effects until it's like in the graveyard. Or like Toon World literally has no effect. It just makes you pay life points and you can put it on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that, you know.
Alright, hold on. Alright, I got my categories. All right, I need to actually sit down and do this because I have basically 12 hours until the game. So talk to
Okay.
you later.
Yeah, have fun. Look.
It was good talking to everybody. My name is Serafi. Crow will put a link to my channel in the description, or I
Yep.
will stab him.
Yeah, no worry, I got you, bro. Maybe.
Later.
Peace. Okay, well, I guess now all of you guys are stuck with me. Oh, thank God, he came on the ground. What? Please just die. It's impossible to hit these guys with melee. Okay, finally. Probably could have gone after other enemies. Eh, Anyways, I think at this point I'm more than proven the point that Valkyr is like totally fine tanking EDA with like a normal Umbral build. I don't think I even need adaptation really. Uh, and like the thing is, I'm even weaker than I could be because I'm not continuously keeping up a Warcry or her ultimate, which is like weakening me via severe margin. But even then, like not even paying attention to the game really. God, there are so many flyers. I hate dealing with them. If I brought along a gun, you know what? Okay, you guys can call it cheating. I don't care. I just hate these guys. I'm not sure if I will be doing the tank fully. I'll be honest, I've hardly fought the tank. I don't really even know the fight. I'll go. I didn't see what modifier, but I think I saw people talking on the Reddit about how fast this week's ETA is. So you know, we'll see if I do the tank. I might not. At this point, if anyone wants to say that Valkyr has survivability issues at high levels with like a normal build, then I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Yeah, like this totally. It's just an Umbral build with adaptation. It's fairly standard build. Not doing anything like Eclipse or any health buffs. The only thing outside my actual build giving me health is the Arcane Grace, but like, you know, probably take that off and still be fine. I doubt it'd be an issue. Especially if I made my build in such a way. God, these guys are so tanky. If I made my build without blind rage, that's a mistake putting that on. Uh, so like for context, I just got out of ESO. I figured I'd just level her up in ESO and then jump right in because I wasn't sure if maybe I'd have to adjust my build and restart the video or whatever. But like at this point, I'm not even worried about it. I think I've proven my point that she's fine. Here is a tanky frame that does a lot of damage. Specifically my Akambrunt build sucks. I suck with melee builds. I should have tried to find something online for it. Plus, with that new sword and board, like it's not even the best sword and board in the game anymore. Oh my god, where are they flying, guys? So you know I could be using that instead. But, you know, she's doing fine. Plus 300% melee damage, you know, does in some effort. Plus 80% from my steel charge. If the enemies were doing more damage, I don't think it would even be an issue to keep up Hysteria, because then I would just be able to tank from, or get, my Hunter Adrenaline back. Which is funny to say that enemies would be needing to do more damage. These guys are level 5 freaking 100, but if they're doing more damage, I could consistently use my Hunter Adrenaline to gain more energy back to keep the Hysteria up often. I will probably leave or make a chapter on the video just so people know when the run actually starts. Because I recognize I started probably like 2 or 3 minutes into the video. But I also don't think more than like 1 or 2 people are gonna watch this video, so matter. Really just literally making this just to prove a guy wrong on Reddit. It's just about the most petty thing I could be doing. So, yeah. Valkyr definitely does work. Oh, maybe I'll make a post on Reddit specifically with this. Showing like, hey, oh yeah, Valkyr can still tank at ETA levels with a normal, Umbral build. Like, yeah, it sucks that Umbral Formas cost so much, or like, are rather so rare. And this does use 2 Umbral Formas, which is a little bit of investment. And yes, I understand that means it is higher investment than shield gating. Do I think shield gating should require more investment? Yes, I do think it should. I think the current state of shield gating is unhealthy for the game and completely destroys like what shields are meant to do and what the rework to shields was meant to do. Will it get fixed? I am not holding my breath. But health tanking is in a perfectly reasonable state. I think even like with the initial changes to it before they buffed her stats and stuff, she would still have been fine to do ETA. I don't think that's too crazy of a thing to say. I don't think I've died at all, and like had to use my passive. I think I've been meleeing and surviving normally. God, the stupid damage attenuation makes those guys just immortal. This is taking way longer than it needs to. If I had just brought a gun, I could have really gotten this done a lot faster. But, it is what it is. Kind of committed to it at this point. I'm gonna back out just so I can get a gun. Did Mercy? Please let me Mercy so I don't have to. Thank you. Just so I don't have to spend so long killing them. Damage attenuation is dumb. If people do end up enjoying this, maybe I'll put out some of my other health tank builds. I have like a really fun build for Styanax that's kind of like a mixed tank build. Because Styanax really heavily benefits from high shield, plus high health. Like he works really well with high health as a buffer for when his shield goes down. But you can also like get a lot of shield gaining off with his third ability. And Steinax is also one of the very few frames that has a taunt baked into his kit. The only other ones, I believe, are Wukong and I mean Rhino used to. And Wukong's taunt isn't really, a like long-lasting taunt. It's literally just for the short duration of Defy. Trying to think. We have the we do have a melee mod that allows it. It's kind of trash though, because it requires you to hold left click to block, and that's just bad. Darn it! Get on this side right here. I think I'm still hitting. Like there's basically only flying enemies left. This is miserable. I should have brought a gun, and if I had, I would be. I'll just snap that for the flyers. Oh hey, my health got low again. Quickly heal that back up. Again, if I was consistently keeping up my Warcry and my Hysteria, like it would be no issue. But I made the mistake of putting Blind Rage in instead of just leaving in Transient Fortitude. God, okay, let's just get this stuff. Gee, we're not gonna sit here trying to swing at that. So going back to my Steinax build, it's actually melee focused using Wrathful Advance. It really feels like the classic Gladiator style that, like, I feel like he was kind of meant to, but then kind of got ruined when they made his alt kind of what it was, uh, with the Overguard and everything else. It kind of ruined that feeling because, I mean, why are you going to try to tank when you have Overguard, right? Overguard. Speaking of issues, unhealthy issues within the game, Overguard is definitely too strong in a majority of situations, I feel. It just does way too much for way too little. Clerval's new augment is oh, extremely strong, be able to permanently keep up Overguard, basically. Clearville already, like, I'd say, like, top 5 frames, just for the sheer amount of damage he can do. Now that he has survivability to match that, he might be the best frame in the game, honestly. Um, his kit is really strong. like ridiculous. So we keep getting into this loop of ending up back in that corner while waiting for enemies to spawn. Almost like needing almost 400 enemies in a mission tile that's pretty small is like not the best thing to eat. Huh. Still one of those guys drops another RPG. I really want to go back over there and fight that guy. Okay, we are almost done with this finally. Taking forever. Again, like I have not felt in danger once this entire ETA run. I've hardly played Valkyr since the rework. I knew she would have no issue surviving because like people really underestimate health tanking. I have lots and lots and lots of frames at health tank at a perfectly fine level. I have a meme Rhino build that I really like called my Paladin Rhino. Which I take off his 2 on, which allows me to, you know, health tank, and he does perfectly fine, even though it's like a quote-unquote meme. Oh good. Suckers. But, you know, like, people think that with health tanking, you're just, like, going down in, like, 2 shots. You really, really have a ton of time. In normal content, yes. In level cap content, doing the Void Cascade, going to level cap. Yes, you do have to heavily invest in order to maintain your survivability. I don't think it's healthy that you are able to level cap in Warframe. I'm saying that a lot. It's the game is technically supposed to be like quote unquote infinitely scaling until the point where like your survivability and damage cannot outdo the enemy survivability and damage. So the fact that you can ignore both those factors just has never sat right with me. Outside of like super hyper specific builds, which I don't know that I want to qualify the builds like that. Shield gating is an issue because it literally lets you do that. You know, it shield gating is the same effectiveness at like all levels of content, unless we're talking about like star chart and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe I can make use of paralysis. You know, I was hoping it would knock it down or something. Speaking of the real loser in her kid. Oh my God! Hi, Kitty. I love you too. But you're kind of in my way. I can't see. Can't see. Get that booty down. Thank you. Here. Okay, bye. That's my cat. God, this exterminate is just awful. I really wish I had brought myself a gun for all these flying enemies. So yeah, her damage, her damage is fine. Her survivability is fine. Her damage could be higher. I just, you know, not good with melee builds specifically. I enjoy melee. I don't enjoy building melee because I suck at it. Um, it's so that's why my damage is lacking in some of these cases. My Akim Brunt is not picking up the damage it needs to make up for my poor building choices in life. I think the build is fine, other than just that blind rage I should not have put on. I was a little too greedy for the strength right there. Oh. Okay, 5 enemies left. Let's go this way, see if maybe we can get some ground guys to spawn. Cool. There we go, finally. Again, I don't know that I'll do the tank mission specifically. We'll see. I don't know what the modifier is. I think I heard a bunch of people complaining about it. Quickly. Oh, yeah, I mean, the Luminous kind of sucks. Let's see. Oh, I don't really know this fight too well either. Let's drive around everything. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. We have access. I could have got my arc gun at any time. I did not have to be killing those slow flyers so slowly. That was my bad. I always forget that you have access to your gear wheel in most ETA weeks. Oh, what the heck? I just supposed this? How am I supposed to see around my frame? Okay, that was uncomfortable. We'll go stealth so I can see around my freaking. Okay. They really have to make this screen so hard to see. Apparently I suck at Snake. Oh, I have ciphers. Okay, do that. Man, Swordy's really messed me up. If I think I need ciphers, or I can't use ciphers. Not worried about the vault open. Okay, I'll admit right there I took a lot of damage. I'm still taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure what from, actually. Don't know where the marked enemy is. There's so much going on right now. Oh. It doesn't, it really doesn't let me use that second RPG. It wants me to go in and use the transponders twice. Okay. Oh, don't tell me the marked enemy. Jerk butt. Oh no, that was... Okay. There we go. Here's the tank. Which I'm now realizing melee is a poor choice, right? I think it has weak joints, yeah. Let's... Oh, jeez, okay. Doing a good amount of damage. Not sure where I'm supposed to be. Oh, I died, okay. I think my build choice was poor for the tank. Uh, Not really. Okay, okay. I lost against the tank. I will admit, I failed the mission. Regardless, I think I proved that the ability of Valkyr is still more than good enough. More than great. Whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching. I guess I failed technically. I think I showed off her survivability well enough, though. Okay, anyways, bye.